Hi, this is Michelle Walford and I live in Lewis, Delaware, which is Zone 7B. And this is one of my prettiest unknown variety traditional macrophyllus. Produces a beautiful blue flower. But if you notice there on the leaves, there is this white crumbly stuff. It almost looks like salt or sugar. And it's very loose. And what that is a telltale sign that you have cane borers. You can see a hole, and you actually can see, I'll see if I can get this in focus, you can see this has just been freshly bored into. And the cane borer is like a little fly. It bores in, it sets its larva, and then they eat the pith of the hydrangea cane. If not tended, it can go straight down into the roots. So you want to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is remove the problem cane and seal it off. Now some people use glue. I'm just going to use some nail polish. I can see where I've cut it, and it's going to last. It's not going to wash off in a rain. Not that we've had any rain here. But this is one of the problems that a lot of people freak out when they see all these dead canes sticking up, and why people will tell you should never really prune macrophyllus. And one of the reasons, if you prune them this time of year, at least in my zone, this is when those cane borers are most active. So they are going to go, oh, freshly cut cane, thank you very much. And they're going to go right in. So I'm going to go in. And let me see if you can see this. Let me see if I can turn this around a little bit. Sorry, this is an amateur setup here. So this is the cane. This has got freshly pith on it. And I'm going to cut it. And look at that. There is a hole on both ends. So that cane borer has gone down. I'm going to cut another 2 inches off. So there's where you saw it, and there's the end. Look at that. It's going down, 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 down. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to save these canes. You do not just want to cut them. And I'm going to go way down as far as I can. And I have a solid cut. So that's how much I've taken off. There are more than likely live, if I were to cross-section this with a razor blade, you will see live larvae living in these canes. So you just don't want to drop them on the ground, and you don't want to let them escape. You want to burn them. So now I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to dab the ends of freshly cut canes, so that will harden and won't harm the plant. But then the cane borer cannot go back in, because you want to cut out where you see those holes, and you want to keep going until you get to a solid cane. But this is a cane borer, and it's eating out the white pith inside. You can see it there really well. So there's live and you may not see that white crystally. It's very loose, it's not sticky. So it might have blown off, you might have washed it off when you were watering, or if it's down low, you're not going to see it fall on a leaf. But if you see that white material, that's a telltale sign. So I've removed about 3 inches. It was solid at the bottom, which means right here where I made the cut, it's solid. Now this is what people are doing. They're trimming off their dead canes and they're leaving them like this. So there you go. That's freshly daubed with nail polish. It won't hurt the stem. So it's going to be a lot better than the stem borer. And I'm going to go around to wherever I cut, trying to get rid of all the ugly bare branches, right, that nobody seems to like. But really, in my opinion, people are way too prune happy with hydrangeas. I will leave my sticks, these bare sticks that don't have any life on them, I either leave them up, or if you just have to remove them because they bother your aesthetic, then seal them off with some nail polish, pink or blue, let it match the colors. But here's another one. Look at this. This is what happens if you prune. Now there's insects in there. So I'm just going to keep going down an inch, an inch, an inch until I get to solid pith, and then I'll seal it off. So that is how you prevent hydrangea cane borers. Not to confuse with really old canes that are a lot thicker than this, and they're just dead and hollow. These are relatively thin, and you can see the white. This is the white pith. Right? This is the xylem and the phloem. This is how the plant, the shrub, is getting water and nutrients from the roots to the flowers. And these insects will keep going down, brood after brood. And in my state, this is the life cycle of it. So this is the absolute worst time to do any pruning in my region, which is zone 7B, and I would assume 7 and probably 8. You gotta leave these alone. If you're gonna cut them, you gotta seal them.